discussing how Hazur has described that there are two types of morals which are mentioned in the Holy Quran. First being abstaining from something, and we detailedly described in Hazur's own words what is meant by that. And secondly, Hazur talks about moral qualities related to the doing good. And Hazur basically says three different things. There are three different types of things that are mentioned in the Holy Quran. One is forgiveness or forbearance, and the other is equity, and the third is graciousness. And the Prophet Messiah ﷺ himself mentions, and I quote, "This verse shows the Quran does not teach non-resistance to evil on all occasions." So it's about verses which are to do with justice and to do with how to react to any situation. So Hazur says, "Or that mischief makers and wrongdoers should never be punished. Its teaching is that one must consider whether the occasion calls for forgiveness or punishment, and to adopt the course which would be best in the interest both of the offender and the public. Sometimes an offender turns away from wrongdoing in consequence of being forgiven, and sometimes forgiveness incites him to further wrongdoing. Therefore, God Almighty directs that we should not develop the habit of forgiving blindly on all occasions, but should consider carefully whether forgiveness or punishment will be most appropriate, and therefore a virtue in each particular case, and should adopt that course." So every action that man does, whether it's forgiving someone, if it's befitting to the occasion, you must forgive. If not, then you must punish instead. And this is what Islam teaches, that everything has a balance. You cannot go to two extremes where you forgive someone completely on all accounts or punish them on all accounts. And this is exactly what Hazur has stated in these very words.
So one basically needs to look out when the appropriate time is for forgiveness and when the appropriate time is, in essence.
Exactly. So forgiveness, then equity, that to do good just as the other person does good. And the third thing Hazur mentioned is benevolence, that if someone shows good to you, if someone does good to you, then do something even better for him. And these are the three stages of morality that Hazur discusses when in accordance to doing something good. And then Hazur discusses more morals that the Quran teaches.